Today on Action Figure Junkies, we're going to cover Alpha Flight. Alpha Flight. I do actually have Alpha Flight #1 in pristine condition. I have that. I have the first issue of that, and I'm not turning it loose. I'm glad I have it. This group was a group that is from Canada. You can see the Canadian flag on both Heather and James Mcdonald Hudson's outfits, and I'll tell you a little bit about why they have the same outfit a little bit later. But coming from Canada, this guy was part of the team, and you might remember on the animated series of X-Men, they actually came after him and was like, yeah, you left and you wasn't supposed to leave. And Wolverine did what he does. Now I'm going to start out with this guy right here, the leader of the team, James Mcdonald Hudson, aka Guardian. This outfit is nuts. The Canadian flag, but a superhero outfit. Not a lot of extras with this guy. This is it. But I will say, I'm extremely pleased that being that this is a flying character, that he can look all the way up and fly into the camera. That's dope. He was one of my favorite characters reading what happened to the characters in Alpha Flight. I have a bunch of those books. And this is, like I said, Action Figure Junkie is about me showing you guys the best versions of these figures. And they had another version, I don't have it. They had another version of this figure that was not this. It was not this at all. That's dope. But that's how he looked in the first Alpha Flight. As you can see, you see Guardian, Puck, Shaman, North Star, Aurora, Snowbird, Marrina, and Sasquatch, along with everybody from Marvel, big names, welcoming. There's Nightcrawler on the side there, welcoming them to the Marvel universe in the comic books. But later on, Heather had to take over the team, which is why I pulled Jimmy first. Heather Mcdonald Hudson, his wife, had to take over, because in the 12th issue, special double-sided issue, and surely one shall die. And spoiler alert, I just took Guardian out of the picture, so yeah, he's the one that ended up dying. And then Heather takes over the team, and she takes on the moniker of Vindicator. Now, I told you this is my biggest gripe with a lot of the female characters. They give them these hands. She does have a fist. She can't, well, actually she can. She can actually look up pretty, not bad. Yeah. She's a flying character too, so I need her to be able to, you have to do something with that. Looks like she's dropping out of the air, but she can actually look up. And there's not a whole bunch of articulation to Vindicator. As I said, her husband was Guardian, she was Vindicator. And the next character that I'm going to go to is this guy right here. Now, this is what came with the original pack for Alpha Flight back in the day, and I still have him. And literally, this is it as far as articulation. This is it. So this is a far cry from this. As I said, this is why I started back collecting, because I had stuff like this, and I want to have stuff like this. Now the color palette is different because his suit always had like a blue tint to it or whatever, but that's Puck, and he's a lot more posable. I can bend the legs, feet, articulate the head and make him look upwards. Much better version of this character. Eugene Judd, a bouncer at a bar in Canada, and yeah, he's a midget. He's a little person. A little person that will whomp your helmet. And once again, I said this on another video with Wolverine. This character should have hair painted all over his arms and legs. That was one of the things about this character in the book. He was very hairy little guy. Now, I'm going to cover this because I know everybody's like, wait a minute, that's not Sasquatch. Sasquatch is a Build-A-Figure, much like Wendigo. They have the same, pretty much the same body mold. I still have to get Mr. Sinister in order to pop that in there and have the full character. But it's basically Sasquatch with a tail. You know, it's basically Sasquatch with a tail. The exact same thing with a couple little alterations. But yeah, I don't have the full Sasquatch. I got X-23 in the X-Force black and gray to get the torso, and I did a review on X-Force, so you know I have that team now except for Archangel. But I always just throw this guy in there because he's pretty much to scale with Sasquatch, and I've done the real names of all the characters. So yeah, Walter Langowski. And the thing with him was he could turn back and forth between Sasquatch and Walter easily until he got hurt and had to have his soul transferred into a mechanical robot, which was a character that I hope Hasbro comes at us with in a Build-A-Figure form. I would love to have a box action figure, the red and gold robot, and yeah. But yeah, now let me do this part real quick. That is Alpha Flight. They are missing her right here, Marrina. I need that. I need that character. She is clearly illustrated on the very first issue. Right there. She is part of the team. And for all of us completionists with these teams, I want to see a Build-A-Figure wave that consists of people from teams that you did not finish. I need a Feral from X-Force. I need Marrina from Alpha Flight. And I can come up with at least 5 or 6 more to facilitate a Build-A-Figure. So yeah, take that idea and do with it what you will. Now this one, I think her name was Naraya or something, because she was actually like a demigod made from magic, and I'm gonna have to go back into the book and read on that. But she had extreme strength, like Thor type strength. She had like godlike strength. She could turn into Arctic owl, polar bear, Wolverine, you know, anything that was Arctic based animal, she could transform into that and attack, and then transform back into this body. Now I can't remember what her alias was. She was like on an army base or something, maybe Air Force or something, but she had this whole little glasses and, you know, hiding who she was, ponytail type thing, kind of like a Wonder Woman, Diana Prince type thing. And once again, there's not a whole lot. There go those hands again. There's not a whole lot to the articulation. There was older versions. Like I said, there were older versions of these action figures. And then I saw this. And I said, okay, they got new versions. It's time to grab that. And I grabbed it. And it had everybody on here. There's Aurora, North Star, Puck, Snowbird, Vindicator, Shaman. And of course, I ended up getting Guardian because Guardian was part of the Build-A-Figure wave for Wendigo. So yeah, I just got to get Mr. Sinister and I'll have that arm. But the only thing that I got while we're doing that, and this is a good wave. This is a good wave. Building Sasquatch. This is a good wave. You got regular Deadpool in the red suit. You've got Domino, Cable, Paladin, the new version of that Deadpool that I need that I was telling you about on the other video. The X-23 that I have, and the other version, the original costume version of Deathlock. This is a very good wave, dude. I need to hurry up and get back on that. This is a really good wave. But these guys now are expensive, man. Check them out. Go to Amazon, go to Mercari, go to eBay, go to everything, man. They're expensive now. Now I'm going to go and do Shaman and show you that they did a really good job on that. Really good job. When I first got the figure, the pouch was on this side, but there were so many comic books, I had to twist it around. There were so many comic books that I had where he had it on this side that I put it on that side. So, and it's on the Bucky Cap body, which I had no problem with the Bucky Cap body. I've heard a bunch of people complain about the Bucky Cap body. I'm gonna have to see what's going on with this new Vulcan mold, the Vulcan buck, the new buck that they have for the male action figures now. I'm gonna have to see what's going on with that, but I did not have a problem with the Bucky Cap mold. Certain characters, they called for it. It was fine. As long as I can pose it. He's got double jointed elbows. He's got good posability in the knees. Boot swivel. Ankle pivot. Nice. Diaphragm. Oh yeah. See, this is what you want, man. You don't want an action figure that can't pose. You don't want a statue. If I'm going to pay $25, $30 for an action figure, trust me, I'm going to be able to move it around and do as many poses and make it look as sweet as hell in a display as I possibly can. Michael Two Youngman was this guy. Shaman's real name in the comic books is Michael Two Youngman. Please don't do it. I can hear it now. I heard it when I said it twice. Michael Two Young Men. Oof. Yeah, but okay. Now we get into Jean-Paul Beaubier and Anne-Marie Beaubier. And I'm talking about Jean-Paul Beaubier, North Star. They are twins. And I think she can fly faster, but he can fly longer. They are both speedsters who can fly, and when they touch hands, it's like the Aurora Borealis, like a big bright light that blinds everyone in the vicinity. And this is great. They did a good job on, especially that head sculpt. Look at that. Man, that is North Star. That's North Star. But I mean, just because you do one version of a character doesn't mean that you don't want to see other versions of the character. And that's, you know, there are other versions of North Star. And there are other versions of Aurora. There's a short hair version with a white and yellow costume. And I took this scarf from one of the Rogue, I think the Rogue that came in the 2-pack with Pyro. I took the scarf and put it on Aurora, because I remember her having a scarf with the other outfit, and I like it. You know, I like it. I don't really do a lot of the articulation. I just pretty much kind of show off what I have. There are other people that do the articulation. I mean, I show you a little bit. You know, she's, like I said though, here's those hands again. You know, I mean, you can see the lines and where you get to do a little posability there. Double jointed knees, which is good. She can't look up, obviously, because of the hair. Very pretty sculpt. Nice. Aurora was very sexy in the comic book, so yeah. But there are outfits that I guess they just will not articulate because I guess they're just too sexy, and there. It's just like, it's not happening. It's just not gonna happen. They're not gonna do it. But yeah, just for the end of the video, because I don't want to end off the video with absolutely nothing there, I'm gonna see if I can do the challenge and stand them all up without them falling down. Let's see how far I get for the end of the video, and then when I get all of them standing, I will end the video. Let's see if we can get Mariah there. Boom. Alright, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're almost there, everybody. I'm going to give him a quick little alteration to his pose. Oh, let's do that. You got a problem with the standing? Let's pivot that ankle. And pivot the other ankle as well. Boom. Yep. I got that guy right there because, whoop, yep, of course. I should have put him up there first, right? Should have put him up there first. Yep, yep, it's happening. We're gonna cheat and lean her up against Wendigo's hand there. And then boom. And then boom. And Eugene Judd will finish it out. Look at that. And there they go. There they go. Alpha Flight. And like I said, yeah, when I get this guy all the way built and I can actually be accurate and not have Wendigo in Sasquatch's place, we'll celebrate and do another video. But until then, thank you for watching another episode of Action Figure Junkies. I am your host, Mr. Superhero Swag. And make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little bell down below so you get alerts each and every time we drop new content. This has been Action Figure Junkies, and we are out of here.